What's up, everybody? Coming to you direct from the Valley of the Sun. About to just get ready to turn in for the night, and I was thinking about a couple things. You know, what if this is a massive dress rehearsal for something bigger? What if it's a massive false flag military exercise that's actually intended on collecting data and as much information on a scenario of the what ifs of what would happen, the public's reaction to these things happening, and also putting executive orders, new law and legislation into place that justifies bypassing the Constitution for just about anything, whether it's forcing people into quarantine or whether it's as simple as right now forcing us to wear masks or uh, forcing vaccines on us when the vaccines become available. All right? So I think what everyone needs to really think about is what is the true motivation behind this so-called pandemic? Because I know people that have gotten sick and they told me what their symptoms were. As a matter of fact, a couple people that I know, I haven't seen them in months, but I've talked to them over the telephone. And I asked a friend of mine the other day, I said, what were your symptoms? He said, well, I just was really achy for about a week. My bones just hurt, like I just hurt. I was just didn't feel good. And he said that his girlfriend had gotten sick and she had all the symptoms. She had nausea, headaches, she had like flu-like symptoms. She was, sick, achy. She had, you know, anxiety and trouble breathing. She had all of the symptoms. So I probably know about a handful of people that didn't just get like a false diagnosis, but they got diagnosed because they got something. But everyone I asked, I said, what was the approximate amount of time that you were sick for? And each person told me that they were sick between 1 week and 2 weeks, and they got better. See, the thing is, it's convenient for the government and the media right now is they're telling us all the people that are diagnosed or all the people that are dying or died, but they're not telling us the percentage of people that have recovered. Anybody think about this? What is the percentage of people that are recovering from this so-called virus, right? They're not telling us that. It's literally like 99.9999999, like literally over 99%, just under 100%. 99% of the people who are getting this sickness, this what I call flu, they want to call it a virus, whatever, they're recovering, people. Okay, and the people, and Ngozi Ezike, the health director in Illinois, straight up said if somebody clearly died of an underlying cause that was unrelated to COVID-19, that if they were diagnosed with COVID-19 and they had a week or two to live, it's still going to be counted as a COVID death. Even that one blonde lady, I forgot her name right now, in the Trump administration, she's actually been on record and said it at press conferences. She said the same thing, So this is a win-win-win for the hospitals because the hospitals are getting money, grants from the government, and they have a financial motivation. So our healthcare system has been compromised, which are no longer trustworthy. And I'm not saying that there aren't good people at the hospitals because there's a lot of good people at the hospitals, but they take their orders from someone, okay? And the higher up doctors and the admin, you know what I'm saying? The administrators, the hospital directors, those are the people who are making the decisions. And they've been told, or these labs, they've been told to diagnose the majority of people positive. You're seeing numbers in Florida like 98%, like almost like 100% of the people getting tested are like, getting diagnosed. I mean, unrealistic number. And here's the thing, Arizona, Texas, and Florida are essential in the election to who's going to become president in November. And all of a sudden, Arizona, Texas and Florida were the main states that are spiking right now, come on, man. I smell a rat. You know what I mean? Sun doesn't seem right here. And the end of the day, what's really, really, really sad is it shows that our government on both sides of the aisle, the left and the right, are willing to go this far. I mean, obviously the left is way out of control right now, but where's the right? Where's the Republicans while all this is going on? If they're supposed to be the good guys fighting the bad guys, where are they in all this? Why are they allowing us to have masks being forced on us, and they know that the masks don't help? Literally, if you look at a box of like surgical masks, on the back of the box, it literally says this is not intended to protect against COVID-19. But yet we're supposed to wear that or just a simple cloth covering just as long as we're covering our mouth, right? It's crazy, the hypocrisy, the contradiction of being told that, oh, this is going to protect you, wash your hands, make sure you use hand sanitizer. If you look at a bottle of hand sanitizer, it'll say something like, kills 99% of germs, right? But it'll straight up say on there that this is not intended, it does not kill viruses. It might even say the word some viruses. No, it doesn't. And they say, well, use, rubbing alcohol or, hand sanitizer, that has like 60% alcohol in it, right? To kill more germs. But the bottom line is that it doesn't kill a virus, okay? Those hand sanitizers kill germs, bacteria, okay? That's what they do, not a virus. So even the quote-unquote suggestions by the CDC and the WHO, World Health Organization, and what they have told us to do to limit the spread, next to social distancing, is wash your hands, wear a mask, use hand sanitizer. It's ridiculous. It doesn't make any sense, and it contradicts logic. And if we're keeping it real here, the thing that really, really, really worries me is the fact that they might actually be doing this and getting us ready for something much, much deeper, which is when the vaccines come out in a year or two or whenever it is. Trump already I can't remember what the executive order was, but he did an executive order that said that the military is going to be handing out and handling the vaccines with the public. What's that going to look like when that happens, when that time comes? I mean, that could be, a year or two from now. It doesn't matter. I'm just trying to picture what that would look like. That is worrisome and bothersome to me. It's extremely concerning, to say the least, is an understatement. And the bottom line is that here we are in this situation where we can't do anything. We're literally now being forced to wear masks when we go to the gas station or the grocery store or go out to eat, right? Like, it's okay for me to go into a Walmart or go into a store where everyone's touching things all the time, right? But yet we're still told to social distance, and other places are considered essential businesses and other places are not considered essential. Churches are not essential. Gyms are not essential. They say, well, people that are working out in a gym, they're breathing heavier, and so, it could be more of a risk and blah, blah, blah. The truth is, it's constant contradictions. And what they've done in the meantime is they have ruined the economy. They've destroyed the economy. We were already headed towards a recession. We're in a recession whether people realize it or not, but we could be headed towards a depression. We're definitely, there's no doubt about it, we are headed towards hyperinflation. Now, to what degree and how long that's going to take to get to the extreme of what hyperinflation looks like, I'm not saying America is going to look like Venezuela, but if you're familiar with the situation in Venezuela, then you understand what hyperinflation can do to a nation and how quickly that can spread like wildfire and get really out of control and make our paper money virtually worthless, which they're already talking about a debt reset. They've been talking about digital currency. Actually, the Federal Reserve has their digital currency ready to roll out called FedCoin. Chinese government's got their FedCoin or their digital currency, you know, their federal currency, whatever. Japan, UK, there's like a few that I had saw when I was reading an article. I think it was in Forbes and another magazine, and I can't remember who that publisher was at the moment. But if you do your research, you'll see that they've already got these systems ready to roll out. And by forcing us to wear masks, they're demoralizing us. They're also getting us to conform and submit to what they want us to do. So it's kind of getting us in that mode to brainwash us and convince us that, okay, you know, time to do this again, time to go on lockdown again, time to, you know, okay. I mean, literally, like, they don't even have a cure to the common cold, and yet we're supposed to believe that they're going to cure this virus? And, I mean, every year the flu comes back, every year, right? We have different strands of flu, but the flu, they haven't eradicated the flu. I mean, it's madness and nonsense to believe that they're going to stop this. Oh, well, you know, we know we might not be able to eliminate it, and maybe it might come back every year, but we want to limit the spread and social distance and all that. So on the surface, it seems like it's a good thing, like they're trying to help us and they're trying to look out for the population and do what's best for us. But I beg the question, are they really doing what's best for us? I mean, shouldn't we have the choice to choose whether or not we wear a mask? If somebody's sick or immune system compromised, that person should have to wear the mask. I shouldn't have to wear one. I don't think that you should either. What I'm saying is it starts with stuff like this, and this is how they start to shred the Constitution little by little and force things on the public, which there's not even a law, actually. I mean, the governors have created executive orders, but there is no law or legislation that's mandating this. So in my mind, and in my personal opinion, my feeling is our rights are being violated, our constitutional rights. I mean, the bottom line is that there is a much deeper agenda, and there's a bigger picture, and I think if we all step back, we can see that this is probably just the tip of the iceberg. But we'll see in time.